Night message for you. What if the failure wasn't final, but foundational? There's a quiet kind of shame that follows a collapse. You gave your best. You believed it was from God. But now, all that remains is the wreckage of what didn't work. The dream you had is gone, and you start wondering, was I wrong to try? Rachel, 41, had poured her soul into a non-profit to serve teen girls in crisis. The vision was clear, the mission was pure, the heart was right. But after funding ran dry and volunteers disappeared, she closed the doors, devastated. One night, in the silence of her apartment, she whispered, "God, why would you let it start if you knew it would fail?" Then she opened her Bible and landed on Psalm 73:26. "My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever." That verse didn't erase her grief, but it gave her a new anchor. God didn't change when the outcome did. Rachel had tied her identity to success, and when the dream collapsed, it felt like she did too. But Psalm 73:26 shifted the lens. Her failure wasn't her foundation, God was. And that meant her story wasn't over. She began journaling not about her pain, but about what God was showing her through the pain. She realized that calling wasn't canceled, it was being reshaped. That dream didn't die. It planted something deeper: humility, empathy, and trust. In the kingdom of God, broken dreams often become sacred soil. Failure doesn't mean God was never in it. It means God is doing something beyond what you saw, something deeper than a platform, something stronger than applause. Psalm 73:26 doesn't promise we won't fall. It promises God stays when we do, that His strength starts where ours ends, that our value isn't tied to what succeeds, but to who holds us when it doesn't. Rachel eventually relaunched her mission, not as a big organization, but as weekly small groups in living rooms. No big logos, no spotlights, just real stories and restored hope. And it was richer than anything she'd imagined. If tonight you feel like your failure disqualified you, lean in. Maybe what broke wasn't the end, but the beginning of something more rooted, more real. Declare this now in faith. My failure is not my finish line. It's the place where God's rebuilding begins. Share this with someone who's grieving a closed door. Subscribe to help more people see that broken pieces can still build purpose. Let's remind the weary, God's strength shines brightest in what we thought was over.